Okay, so we're back. I have this goofy hat, unfortunately. Obviously, going through everything, which I definitely did not do when I first played this game. So I guess we'll read this, huh? Mage says her scarring mark is strumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here just in case. Fuck you, bitch. Just because I'm a mage? God, so rude. Oh. Hey guys. What's up? I'm just gonna open this door instead of greeting you. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. And there's nothing in here. They just gave me an option to go into this room. And there's nothing in here. Okay. That was a waste of my time. There's stuff behind. Ah! See? I knew it. I knew there'd be something. See, okay, like, people can say what they want about this game, but I just think that, like, the way it looks and the more, like, open it feels, it's better, okay? Like, I don't know. The movement is still disgusting, but... Hey, guys.
That's her. That's the Herald of Andraste.
Yeah, that's me,
They
bitch.
said when she came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over her.
Hush. We shouldn't disturb her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sick as fuck. Let me just...
Why did Lady Cassandra have her in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
Honestly, I was into it. Don't worry about Lady Cassandra. Excuse me, Herald of Andraste. Coming through. No? Okay. Excuse me. Oh, fuck. Shit. Shit. What do I do? Oh, elf fruit. Okay. Oh, I guess, like, one problem is,
He could be with you.
I can get stuck in this game. Hello? God. What's up, guy?
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
Okay, what the fuck was that voice acting right there? Hold on.
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
What kind of accent is that? Going a long ass way. Ooh, loot. Yes. All this for a fucking sword? What am I gonna do with that shit? Doesn't it look like I used a fucking sword?
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
Thank you. Why does that sound like a fucking threat?
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
Girl, stop threatening me. Cassandra.
Says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
No it ain't. Okay, well, I know what the fate is, so I'm not gonna read that. But I guess if people didn't know what it was, that would be useful. A lot of crafting, huh? A lot of crafting. Oh my god. What's with all these lyrics?
Have you gone completely mad? She should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe she is guilty.
The prisoner failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, she intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Thanks, Cassandra, for defending me. After, you know, trying to kill me. I'm gonna go through the store instead of... Oh, turn and research. What? Okay, a lot of reading. Sick.
We will study that.
Yeah. Enemies drop unique collectibles, learn more about your foes, and earn combat bonuses against them.
I believe
Oh.
Seeker Pentagast was looking for you.
Okay, so you're not gonna help me with the bonuses. Okay. See, like, these are one of the things, like, when the game first came out and I played it for a little bit, that I did not use. I just completely ignored, to be honest. So, just something to keep in mind. Open. What's up?
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Okay, this boy need to chill the fuck out. I'm the reason that your little breach in the sky at the moment went away. Okay, I don't even know what the fuck this shit is in my hand. So can you like chill out? I mean, though that's fair because I mean they have the right to be skeptical.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
Oh girl, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Okay. Like definitely not, probably. Every time Liliana speaks, I'm just like my mind goes goo-goo. It goes to mush. I'm just gonna say I'm not a chosen one. I know she's gonna disagree, maybe disapprove, but like it's true though.
You realize I'm a mage?
I have not forgotten. No matter what you are or what you believe, you are exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
Oh my God.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
It's so funny to me, like I get her to approve and then disapprove and then approve and then disapprove, like I just want you to love me, Cassandra. The Inquisition of old, you want a holy war? Obviously not, but I'm still gonna ask all these.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
That's true. They do be losing their way. That's on facts.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
Awkward. I still don't know who I'm gonna make Divine, by the way, so yeah. Want a holy war? Obviously not, but I'm still gonna ask. Please don't disapprove for me asking, thank you.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
Right.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay, but you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I want to help because I need that Cassandra's approval back, and also I'm not a bitch, so. Also, like, what the fuck? Like, what else does she have to do? She was literally, like, just, like, this whole fucking guy, demon, was, like, possessing, like, the Divine, or whatever the fuck he was doing. She opens the door. She's just like, what's going on? Like, hey, like, what's up? Like, what the she clearly has too much free time, so.
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Yes, ma'am. Got the approval back. Thank you. Making me nervous, like. Oh, look at that. It's fucking Cullen. There he is. Yes, Liliana. Set them birds free. Okay, they're just showing like a cool ass montage is what I'm understanding from this. Okay, were people like really hating this game? Like, I feel this is a great, like, so far, great introduction. A little like wacky sometimes, but still. Hey, that's me. Nice. That's like a great introduction. Oh, are these my camp clothes? Like Baldur's Gate? They're still gonna give me this fucking hat even when I'm in camp. Like, are you kidding me right now? Are you really doing this to me right now? Oh, wow. Okay. They just got rid of my coat. Like, put it back on. Should I just do this? Like, I just don't know if I want to look like half naked like that, but Staff of the Dragon. Barrier damage? I mean, I don't think it's that important. Like, what exactly is barrier damage? Like, how do I, like, explain it? Okay, well, I'm just gonna put that on because I just assume it's better. So, can I, like, oh yeah, there we go. Hey, Cassandra, I found this, like, sword that you can have, so here you go. What the fuck is this? 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 What am I looking? Is she a zebra? What? Who? Okay. Ew. Like, ew. Like, ew. Like, I just can't. Like, I just can't do that to her. Like, I just can't do that to her. Like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Like, okay, now here's the problemo up in this bitch, okay? This game is so open world compared to the other two games. I'm not saying it's, like, crazy open world or whatever, but it's gonna take a lot. It's probably gonna be a long playthrough because, like, I kind of feel like there's only so much I can edit out. You know? Oh, okay.
Thanks for checking anyway.
Hello?
Any circle mage wanting to join needs to speak with Cullen or Cassandra. Apostates too, I suppose. Oh, you're her. Thren. Inquisition quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Okay. Tell me about requisitions.
what did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Okay.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
It's like, obviously we want to do this the best we can, but it's probably not a big deal if we don't. But, like, to the best of our ability. We already. I'll just ask how she ended up here.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under dragonageinquisition.
Oh,
Best
shit.
commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
Bruh. Logan's a fucking traitor, bro. Look, what are these options, though? No wonder you're like, I'm just gonna bitch at her? Like, no. I'm not gonna say I'm glad you believe in him, because no.
Logain McTeer betrayed the Grey Wardens and his king.
Were you there at Ostagar? I was. King Kalen overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal. Following the original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Turn Logain made the right decision. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
Of course she told you not to talk about it, because she was there, bitch. Oh, wait, no, she wasn't there. But I was there. But not me, but I was there, and she was kind of there, but not really there. It's complicated. Alright, what you got for me, girl? I'm supposed to find you this logging stand. How do I... Yes. How do I do that? I don't know how to do that, but you know what? I'll figure it out.
Find anything we need, let me know.
Alright, girl. I'll find you a logging stand. Somewhere over the rainbow, as they say. We're still gonna explore, talk to everyone we can, you know. I'll talk to you later, bitch. But yeah, I probably will do everything. But if something's like I deem not that important, like I'm just not going to include it. Like, you know, I'm gonna talk to Solus after I go through here. Find recipes through exploration or by visiting merchants. Visit the apothecary with her herbs you gather and upgrade potions. Okay.
Segrit told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. We'll gather our own. Tell Segrit he better hope he doesn't need a salve anytime soon.
Don't mind, I just stole your shit. The only thing I find weird is, like, why do I have to go here to equip potions? Like,
Let me know if you need...
I can't equip potions anywhere else? Like, that's kind of dumb. Like, why not, bitch? Or maybe we can, I just don't know how. Okay, why is everybody looking into my, like, patient observation? Like, why does this random guy have it next to his fish? Too many eyes, something about the gray. Gray? Ordnance? Gray ordnance? Alright, if I miss anything, please don't get mad. Alright.
The chosen of Andraste. A blessed hero sent to save us all.
Well, you don't even believe in Andraste. Don't be kidding yourself. Okay, like, I'm trying to be funny here. Like, I'm gonna be really upset if this is not the funny option. Like, I'm gonna just be upset.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary.
Thank God that was a joke.
I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
Interesting that you're so curious, huh? You study ancient ruins?
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
Interessante.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
Oh, you a little funny, you a little funny honey, huh? That's valuable.
I imagine you find some amazing things in there, alongside all the demons.
Exactly. It is occasionally dangerous, yes, but more often it's just sad to see what has been lost. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay then, at least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Girl, I get you. Your fears don't matter.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Okay, you just glitched into me. Alright, that went well. I mean, Solus really likes me because I just ask him questions and he loves talking about himself, so... Alright, so like, what the fuck is this? Did I not talk to him? Hello?
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
Wait, Matt?
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making knows where, though. So, you're welcome.
That explains why he has the report. Okay. Well, you know what? Thank you.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Right. You're a bit cranky, dude. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
If he's someone that I should know that I forgot, so sorry. I forgot who the fuck that is. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Sup, guys? We love a bar. Ooh.
Very well.
Got a whole bard up in here. Alright, I like that. Some singing or whatever.
You dislike the Templars, sister?
No.
I do.
But you remember, I once ministered in the Circle Chantry.
Yes. I assume you were used to it.
That actually seems like an interesting conversation. However,
Blessed are the righteous.
I'm just trying to live
The
La Vida
lights in the
Loca, you know what I'm
shadow.
saying? Oh, hey, Varric. What's up?
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Yeah. You know what? Varric really a real friend. You're the only one. Fine. Too many people died. So, okay, I'm just gonna say, I'm just glad to be alive.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
I wonder if people were disappointed when they found out you can't romance this fucking guy. Like, he comes in 2 games and you're just like, nah.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
Right, I get you. Need to close the breach.
The breach needs to be sealed. The sooner the better.
If it can be sealed, you might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Looking for you. I'm a blessing, as they say.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Did you give me this? I'm not sure if you gave me this, but, I'm gonna say quite well.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
This is like a lot. This is like a lot right now. This is like a lot. And I'm just gonna say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Right.
Like, that's sick or whatever. I'm really not about all that, you know? I'm just gonna get more iron. So it's really important to, like, explore and, like, get things. But, you know, I'm used to, because I pay fucking Guild Wars, so this is, like, no problemo. I will craft. I will do the crafting. I'll do all the crafting. Give me that. A lot of iron here. And no logging stand. Logging stand. Is that you? God, this shit is so loud. Y'all need to chill. I know you're like killing each other, but god damn. Fruit, yes, thank you. I mean, I'm sure I can come back and like do all the perusing later. But I want a logging stand. Okay, I basically looted around. And then now I have like something important around here. Which better be a fucking log stand, or I'm gonna be pissed. Logging stand, huh? Oh. Oh. Hey, that's good too. I got the notes. Look at me. I'm being so efficient. What the fuck? I'm so like juiced up on iron. It's actually crazy. Oh, nugs. Got to kill the nugs. Oh my god, don't be so mean. Don't be so mean to the nugs. I say as I killed one. Bro, I'm not telling Liliana about that. Like, how the fuck am I gonna go all the way over there? That is so far. Alright, I'll just give this guy his notes. Hello.
You're back. And in one piece.
Yeah, here you go.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Farewell.
Ooh, lyrium. That's actually like so important. I'm glad that I did that because I need that. Need that. Whatever. We'll continue our searches later. I think that was good progress. That strut, though.
Does it trouble you?
It's stopped spreading, and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
You have an idea.
Clearly, you have something in mind.
We do.
Why'd you sound so sassy saying that shit? I was trying to be like, oh, hello.
May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
Of course.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Girl, yeah, I know who Liliana is.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Oh, how nice of them. That was quick.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a mage, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Love Josephine, though. We really do. Girl, why are you questioning this like we haven't heard it like 6 times today?
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Yeah, I'm not about... I feel like I'm not really gonna say that I'm the Herald of Andraste, personally. So...
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Okay, I'll talk to her.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Ah, yes, the war table. How could we forget? Okay. Sure.
My scouts are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
I only really got one option, so... Oh, look who it is. I know who that is. Okay, so we're gonna read this because it seems important. So, also, wow. Loving this. Loving this. Loving this so much, personally. Wow, I love this game. Okay, we avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we feared. The apostates are mad. Attacking anything that moves, it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders. Nothing new. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That'll be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Collins asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horse master who lives in the area. We tried contacting him about better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Scout party. Imagine I was like, decline. Let's do that a little later. Okay, we'll do that a bit later. Alright, so this is like you need power to like go into these areas. Makes sense. We'll do that a bit later. I just want to keep exploring. Maybe see if I can talk to Liliana, Cullen, and I know I can talk to Josephine because she's right there. And maybe see if I can see a fucking logging stand.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of...
Why am I slouching?
Ser Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Yeah, you own this land? What?
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denerim, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Pentagast that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarrans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
Hey, get the fuck
We
out of
face
here.
a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Right. Okay, just letting you know, I'm still gonna flirt with Josephine because, I mean, but imagine like you don't know, like you just played this game. You look at that guy. He's from Orlais. You have no idea. He's speaking French. Like, not French, but he's speaking in this thick-ass, French-ass accent. And he's wearing a mask, and he looks like a jester. Like,
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
sick. You handled that well. Wink, wink, blink.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
Sick. How'd you become ambassador?
May I ask, what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Liliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
Wow.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
Right. So Liliana and her besties. We love that.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Okay, you are excused, but I'm still gonna talk to you.
What may I do for you?
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
How do you and Liliana know each other?
We moved through similar circles in Orlais. I believe we actually met in Val Royaux. Liliana was quite an accomplished player of the game by then.
Ah, she's a bard.
What exactly do you mean when you say the game?
Forgive me. The game refers to the slow duels of influence among the noble and powerful of Orlais. It's a rather light-hearted name for the matter, but Orlesians are fond of playful touches.
I don't know if that's what I meant. I thought I meant like the game, like bards, but I guess I'm wrong.
Tell me, do you believe I was saved by Andraste at the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I should much like to believe so, Your Worship. The miracles Andraste performed were so long ago, they're difficult to picture. If it were truly her and the Fade who saved you, well, in any case, many already believe you walk in the Maker's light.
Yeah, I'm not about that, but thank you. Ooh. Ah, 'cause I'm a noble.
I'd swear our families have met before.
Perhaps. Everyone of distinction in the Free Marches attends Lady Trevelyan's summer balls.
Great Aunt Lucille always did love a party.
I don't recall seeing you at any of them.
I enjoyed my freedom.
Attend one ball, and you'll fend off invites for a dozen more.
That reminds me. The Herald of Andraste has received several invitations from the curious.
To parties? How many am I getting?
Only 17 this month, I'm afraid.
Goddamn.
What business are the Montiliers in exactly?
We began as merchants. My ancestors founded the first trade routes to Rivain. We once sent entire fleets across the Waking Sea.
Listen, I'm including all this. I don't know if that's annoying for people, but like these are our main characters, so I include it. If it's like NPCs, like, give or take, but.
But not anymore.
No. These days, our vessels are a touch more modest.
Wow.
What did you do before coming here?
I had the great honor of serving Antiva's crown as ambassador to Orlais. I'm also first in line to become the head of House Montilier, though my siblings attend to our mercantile affairs.
Wow.
How strong are your past loyalties?
I would never have given up my position if I did not intend to fully commit to the Inquisition. We cannot fall back on borders. Antiva is as threatened as any country by the rebellions. If anything, the alliances I forged there may help our current cause.
A lot of talking, though. A lot of talking. Once again, hate how I'm a noble. I was like already a noble once. I'm a noble again. Like, I mean, I guess I'm a mage, so it's a little crazier, but still.
Do you think the Inquisition will continue after we seal the breach?
If we prove ourselves by healing the breach, people may turn to us for other things. Protection, counsel, justice. The Inquisition offered these once to those in need.
Sick.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Alright, one more time. Anything to say?
Greetings.
Already asked that.
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Oh.
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
Oh, wow. Okay.
What's your impression of Solus?
I suppose I should be wary of an apostate, but our elven mage has conducted himself with the utmost propriety. And he has the most fascinating stories.
Wow, you can just, like, gossip. So, like, what are your thoughts on Cassandra?
I was thinking of Cassandra.
Seeker Pentagast is a princess of the Kingdom of Nevarra, although that barely seems important to her. She was not interested when I asked if we might make use of her royal relations. Still, the Inquisition would not have formed without Cassandra. She's an extraordinarily driven woman.
I love Cassandra. Also, she's a fucking princess? What the hell?
Commander Cullen came to mind.
The commander is an intelligent, cautious man. I'm grateful he's in charge of our standing army. Still, he does sometimes resemble the man with a hammer to whom everything appears as a nail.
Yeah. He is definitely that.
I was thinking of Varric.
Oh, I could listen to his tales for hours. He actually let me read a chapter of his next book he's writing. My friends would be sick with envy if they knew. It's excellent, but a bit different from his past works. Only 3 beheadings so far.
Yeah, sounds like him.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Okay, well, that was fun. Oops. She's so cute. Like, what the fuck? Trying to research.
We will study that. You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. It's odd to see them accepting a mage as their hero. First, we're too dangerous to let out of the circles. And then we're apostate rebels. But they seem to like you. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker, Pentagast, and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
Found something for
I
you.
found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Not the fucking Tranquil, dude.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I know like the NPCs have a lot to say. I just don't want to include all of that. If it's like one of the options was like, so you're a mage.
Blessed are the
Research in
righteous.
the nave
Like
has
what?
The lights in the shadow.
Girl, I'm a mage too. Like, what kind of dumbass question is that? Alright, can I talk to Liliana or what? Like, yes. Hello?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
Girl. First I'll question what you mean by game. But I am not speaking for that, bitch.
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Okay, like, I know you can like pardon and soften Liliana in this, which is really shitty if you play this game and you just don't know you can do that because like the decisions are so early on. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make her soft because of the warden. But if I didn't have like a save where I was like with her, like I'd probably harden her just to make her a baddie. But you know what I'm saying? I can't speak for Andraste.
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
Then we can only guess at what he wants. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
You can blame your killers. That's a good point. That's a good point. It's not like there's like an approval thing with her right now, so...
Maybe you should be angry at the people who murdered her.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Girl, what? Why are you telling me this? These are your problems too, Liliana? Absolutely not.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
Well, I'm gonna speak to you now. The fuck? The fuck you mean? The fuck you mean? Oh my god. Are they not gonna let me?
Butler has stand on us.
Oh.
I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports.
Okay. Well, here's the first option. I mean, she wants a purpose, so I might make. You can make her divine. That could be her purpose. You know what I'm saying?
There were so many questions surrounding Faria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Faria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Okay, like, I just hate how, like, I have to be involved in this decision. Like, I know you can remain silent, but, like, this is literally, do I soften her or do I harden her? And of course, I'm gonna soften her, and she's gonna get mad at me, but it's okay, because I am not her lover. I am just her pal, so all good.
Wait, what are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that.
You find fault with my decision?
No, girl. No, I do not. I do not. I actually agree with you in any other circumstance, but I'm not trying to make you a bitch. I'm trying to make you happy, okay? Killing him is a waste. That's true.
If he has knowledge, then he's a resource. Use him.
He's a loose end who could escape and get word to our enemies. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
God, she's so mad at me. I don't like it. I don't like it when she's mad at me. Ideals are crucial.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
You feel very strongly about this. Very well. I will think of another way to deal with this man. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
I'm not happy. I'm just trying to not make you a murderous bitch. Like, I'm trying to make you happy, girl. Hello?
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
That is a lot of pressure.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
That's true facts. You're Justina's left hand. Oh my god.
They called you the left hand of the Divine.
That they did? What of it?
Listen, we're including all of this. Why? Because it's Liliana. Okay? Don't question it. Alright.
What is the point of an Inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition if the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. But sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change the whole thing? It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
Girl, yeah, like, you know what? I kind of want to make her divine. Compared to... Because she's like, just, let's revamp it. Like, let's fix it up. Like, what's the dealio? I'm gonna say I'm sorry she died.
I'm sorry she didn't live to see the Inquisition.
So am I.
Yeah, girl. Why don't you join my party? Like...
I could use the left hand of the Divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
Yes, ma'am.
What exactly does the left hand of the Divine do?
A Divine always has enemies, and Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Damn, she be killing bitches. That's what she do.
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
There were many who felt she was unfit to be divine. She had a past, a worldly life. Unlike many, she wasn't given to the Chantry as a child. She chose it, and somehow that made her unworthy. And because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her harm.
This is so stupid. People are so dumb. Like, they just be hating to hate. Like, isn't it better if you choose it? Because that means you really want to be with it.
So you were her spy master too?
I handled difficult situations that couldn't be resolved through more delicate means.
More like her assassin.
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
Were you more... No. Actually, I don't know. It was like before her and the warden met, but no.
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic. Love is common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, Yes, it was more than friendship.
Bro, why are you talking like that? She's so mean to me right now. Oh my god. I mean, honestly, I kind of like her better like this. She got that little sass, you know what I'm saying? Talking about love is common. Oh, girl.
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before
I
she was
remember that.
Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
Aw, she's so cute.
We'll talk more later.
Girl, we talk more now. Don't play.
Yes?
Tell me about yourself.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Got any stories?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
Girl, stop hating me.
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, an Orlesian spy for many years. For a time, I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
What? I don't want to be a fucking bard.
Can you teach me to be a bard?
Being a bard is so much more than being a spy. It involves a keen understanding of politics, the ebb and flow of influence, the great game. The Bard's is an intricate dance where a smile can be sharper than any dagger. The best way to learn is to immerse yourself in it. Perhaps when this is all over, I'll teach you.
Okay.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later.
A mage bard. Bro, I'm talking to you
Did
now.
you need something?
You are well connected.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
The hero of Ferelden, girl. Yes, talk about your lover, girl.
You have a history with the Warden who ended the Blight, don't you?
She's always in my thoughts. Even when we're far apart, my love is on a quest of her own. When the Inquisition has no further need of me, I will join her. For good this time. I have lost enough. I will not lose her as well.
Girl, my heart right now, it's swelling. It's swelling. Remember when she said love is common, love is simple? Girl, this is the gayest fucking, the most deepest shit you've ever said. That is so fucking cute. That is so fucking cute.
They say you spent some time in Lothering. Did you know the champion?
We spoke a few times. I seldom left the Chantry, and we never became more than casual acquaintances. I saw more of the Hawk twins. Bethany in particular. She would spend time in meditation at the Chantry, and she seemed to like my stories. The other one, the young man, he was a little surly. I did encounter the champion again later in Kirkwall. Those were terrible times.
Girl, you don't know? Oh my god, get your head together. Like,
was this when the Chantry was destroyed?
No, that happened later. But even then, the news coming out of Kirkwall was disheartening. There were some in Val Rayo who wanted the Divine to declare an exalted march on Kirkwall. Justina sent me there to see if that could be avoided, to gather evidence to calm those agitating for war. I guess it didn't matter in the end.
okay.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
I do know where you are, and you're right here. Okay, she just...
Yes?
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay, you're well connected.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
How'd you know Josephine?
You seem to know Josephine quite well.
I met her a long time ago, but we didn't become good friends until years later. After the Blight, in fact. I'd just returned to Val Rayo, and she welcomed me back by throwing a diplomatic ball. She was the Antivan ambassador at the time, you see. The ball was... alright. Too many politicians. At midnight, Josie and I left to find a real party. We've been friends ever since.
Aw, they're so cute.
What do you consider a real party? It's not a real party until someone's small clothes are pinned to a chantry board. And that's all I'm saying about it.
Okay, yes,
We can continue
ma'am.
this conversation later. You know where I am.
A child of the maker. For real. I fucking love Liliana. Look at her talking about her lover. When did I hope they visited? Like, I'm sure they did. They probably write letters to each other and they visit. That's so fucking cute. Oh wow, a lot going on here. Okay.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I like to stand out. Side note. Should I make her a flirt? A funny flirt. You know, give it some... Like, I'm always so committed, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm not going to go for a man. But, like, you know.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work. I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Oh my god. Alright. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. I'm making a sacrifice. I'm making a sacrifice for gameplay, okay? I'm gonna make this bitch a flirt. Also, it's Colin. Like, how can I not? Like, whatever. But... I'm gay as fuck. But, like, I guess she can be... whatever.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Bruh, he got so fucking shy. That was kind of cute, I guess, but... I'm not about you, dude. I'm gonna flirt with everyone. Oh, yes. Yes. That's who I want. That's who... I know I can't get her, but...
Ugh.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
Oh, that's not true. But let me ask you stuff.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
Yeah.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
Right.
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them.
The angle is so weird.
I only pray the price is not too high.
Also, she's supposed to be slashing it, and she's just standing still, talking to me and making noises.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
That's true, that's true. You had cause.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone.
My God.
You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
Cassandra, why do you do this to me? Like, why do you do this to me? Like, I literally got your approval. I literally got it. I got it. I took it. I took it in my hands. You're gonna throw this shit at me? You're gonna throw this shit at me right now? I mean, why would I be? I mean, I'm being held against my will. Like, as a mage, everybody hates me. So no, I don't. But I really don't want to get that -5 approval. Like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna hit her with the I don't know. Okay? Because I want to avoid the disapproval here, so.
I can't really say.
I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Okay, see, we avoid the disapproval. Okay, I'm gonna still talk to you. Hello.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
I don't know. That's so condescending.
I thought you knew that.
I suppose I could ask Liliana. She has collected a frightening amount of information on you. But I don't want to ask her. I want to hear it from you.
Oh, she's so sweet.
The Circle of Magi at Ostwick. At least until the rebellion began.
Yes, I suppose that would have required you to stay on the move. Tell me, do you consider the Free Marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
Home is wherever I am.
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
Yes, if I can't make you love me in a kiss-kiss way, I'll make you love me in a friendship way, okay? Tell me about yourself.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
I know this shit won't work, but...
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Plenty.
Is that right?
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentagast, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lady.
Aw, I don't like that she disapproved. Is it because I'm a Gale? Alright. Okay.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentagasts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentagasts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
Is that why you left?
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentagasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Aww. What happened to your brother?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Okay, I'll get you there.
So you are the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
Oh, I want to know all about it, girl.
But what does a right hand do, exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
I get that.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
You do not break a bone to reset it. Where did you hear this information? Hello? I forget if I already asked this.
So, what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
You're being modest.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart, and there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
Okay, well now I'm scared to flirt with her.
What happened to the mages that helped you?
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges and Most Holy's gratitude. Many of them died at the conclave.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep flirting with her. Like, obviously we're gonna end up with Sera, and trust me, I love Sera. Okay, I know I'm going goo-goo eyes over Cassandra, but like, can you blame me? Can you blame me? So, I'm just gonna keep doing it. If she starts disapproving more, then no. But it's just like a little weird given this context here. Like, she's telling me people died, and I'm like, you're delightful. But so is like, you're still a hero and impressive, so.
You're delightful. You know that.
No, I do not know that. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to work.
No, I won't.
Yes?
Tell me about the Seekers.
Can you tell me more about the Seekers?
The Seekers of Truth were born from the original Inquisition long ago, when it united with the Chantry. Seekers stood above the Templars, watching over them but also investigating magical events they couldn't handle. We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How seldom does reality match the ideal?
Oh my god. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna edit this. I'm just, like I said, I'm gonna include everything. Like, I'll try to add more commentary in between so it's not as fucking, like, terrible. But, like, I assume you guys probably would be interested. If not, then so sorry. I mean, you can watch these guys in the background, maybe. Oh, look. He's, like, jumping and shit. Like, look. Boom. Jump. Oh, wow.
But what are Seekers exactly?
Those who know anything of us think we are Templars. We do not use lyrium, however. Our abilities are different, as was our original purpose. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine. And not even her, truthfully.
I'm not gonna I mean, I'm a mage, so saying they did a bad job, I mean, it's a little biased.
So the Seekers commanded the Templars?
No. The Order didn't assume command until after the rebellion. The Templars have always feared us. When a Seeker arrived at a circle, they knew trouble was afoot. That kind of power is troubling. You begin to think you are the only one who can solve the world's problems. If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, they are the blind ones.
I mean, honestly, true.
Do you think that kind of problem could ever be fixed?
Possibly. Though the Seekers themselves would need to change. They were clearly not willing to, even though they abandoned everything they stood for to avoid it. In my heart, I believe they can still be salvaged, but not by their own hands.
What kind of abilities do you have, girl?
You mentioned that Seekers have different abilities than Templars.
Entirely. A Templar's abilities come from lyrium and are designed to hunt mages. Ours come from ritual and many years of dedicated training.
So you a baddie.
We cannot be possessed by demons and are immune to mind control. Useful considering our role. Seekers can gain other gifts, though that depends on the individual.
Dude, being a Seeker is sick as fuck. Are you kidding me? You're like a whole, like, monk. You're basically like a Templar monk. Like, damn.
What kind of gifts do you have?
I can set the lyrium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages and Templars bend before my will.
Oh,
Some
shit.
Seekers use it to interrogate. Others simply to paralyze. Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill. That particular gift is considered rare.
Girl, you a whole baddie. She was so casual. She was just talking like this monotone, like, tone, and then out of nowhere she's like, yeah, so, like, I can burn the blood of someone with using delirium inside. Bitch!
Why did your order turn against the Chantry?
Because they stupid.
We originally united with the Chantry through a treaty that stated they would keep mages under control. It was felt Most Holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Magi to vote on its independence, thus breaking the treaty. The Seekers saw themselves as justified, and they led the Templars into a war of righteousness.
Disagree? I hope so. I'm literally a mage.
You sound like you disagree.
We knew what was happening at Kirkwall, where the Mage Rebellion began. We looked into reports of Knight Commander Meredith's harsh treatment of her charges years earlier. But we found so many shocking cases of magical corruption, it was decided her actions were justified. If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes...
I mean, mages should be free. They should be just like... the Templars should just be like police officers. I keep saying this shit, but nobody listens. But I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say you care deeply about it.
You seem to care a great deal about it.
Too much, if you ask the rest of my order. When faced with a problem, the Seekers would close ranks and crush it. We would find an answer, but only once we felt we weren't being coerced. The moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. It was difficult to watch.
How does someone become a Seeker?
Most Seekers begin training in their youth. I was much older, an exception due to my noble birth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the vigil, and most fail even then.
What's the vigil?
Is the vigil some kind of initiation?
It is the rite every Seeker must go through in order to summon their gifts. A full year of fasting, prayer, and separation from all distractions, including other people. We empty ourselves of all emotion, focusing only on the purity of our devotion. And the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot put it into words.
You know what? This is very condescending. So I'm just gonna say it does sound wonderful.
I wish I could experience that.
If the vigil was not so arduous, I'd say more should attempt it. What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons?
Well,
I'm
true.
told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
Okay.
I've no more questions.
Says who?
Do you need something?
I'm sorry, I really do not want to talk about the chantry right now. We'll come back to that another
That's
time.
enough for now. Another time, then.
Or should we just do it? Should we just get it over with? Should we just talk about the chantry?
Greetings.
May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
If you ask my opinion, it is. Absolutely. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
So, what should this new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the Divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
I agree, honestly.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
What influence does Chancellor Roderick really wield?
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for communicating the Divine's will to the rest of the Chantry. Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on his every word, hoping his influence will benefit them. Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. He's frightened, and believes his place is to fill the gap left by Most Holy's death. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinia?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new Divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the Conclave.
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do choose a new Divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of Divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new Divine could expect such obedience now.
Girl, and honestly, it's between you and Liliana. I know there's another character, Vivian, but no.
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Alright, that's all for now.
Thank you.
God damn, so much talking, but like true. Honestly, Cassandra is like such a well-rounded character, I feel like. Like she's very loyal, very like justice like prioritized. She has firm beliefs. Like I really like her. Okay, what's up, Colin?
You traveled some distance to reach Haven. You're from the Circle in Ostwick?
Yeah, you got a problem with that? Should I still be locked up? Oh my god, I'm so tempted to ask him this. I swear to god. I'm gonna say I'm glad to be away though.
I was. It's exciting being away from that life, being somewhere new. Maybe that's selfish, given what's happened.
No, it's only fair, I suppose. We are grateful for your assistance.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I should get to know you better. We are working together after all.
What would you like to know?
All right. Where are you from?
Oh, what? What the fuck is this? Where did this come from? Hello? What the fuck?
I grew up in Ferelden near Honmuth. I was transferred to Kirkwall shortly after the Blight. This is the first I've returned in almost 10 years.
That was so fucking random. Did I just click on something?
You haven't seen Ferelden in 10 years. Are you glad to be back?
I was not sorry to leave at the time. I did not expect to return. Now, between the Divine's murder and the breach, I've arrived to find nothing but chaos.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight. Did you fight Darkspawn?
No. I was stationed at Ferelden's Circle Tower. The Circle had troubles of its own. I remained there during the Blight.
Yeah, you were not having a good time, my dude.
What happened at the Circle Tower?
Few who survived the Blight have fond memories of that time. I would prefer not to speak of it.
That's fine, I already know what happened.
Varric's from Kirkwall. Did you two know each other?
I knew he was friends with the champion of Kirkwall, but little else. We've spoken more since I joined the Inquisition, largely at Varric's insistence. Apparently, I spend too much time with a serious expression on my face, and it's bad for my health.
That is so true.
What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Canary occupied and then attacked the city. The Viscount's murder caused political unrest. Relations between mages and Templars fell apart, an apostate blew up the Chantry, and the Knight Commander went mad. Other than that, it was fine.
Valid.
What happened between Kirkwall's mages and Templars?
You were at the Conclave. You must have heard people speak of it.
Yes, but you were there.
There was tension between mages and Templars long before I arrived. Eventually, it reached a breaking point. There was fighting in the streets. Abominations began killing both sides. It was a nightmare.
What happened then?
The Templars should have restored order, but Red Lyrium had driven Knight Commander Meredith mad. She threatened to kill Kirkwall's champion, turned on her own men. I'm not sure how far she would have gone. Too far.
So you opposed her?
I stood with the champion against her, in the end. I should have seen through Meredith sooner.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, bitch, you lucky. You lucky you picked the right side. You would have been out here standing like this, goofy as hell, like an idiot.
I'll let you return to your work.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Yeah, bitch, I ain't done talking to you.
Was there something you needed?
Okay, you know what? This video is getting too long.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
We'll talk to him more later, because honestly, I think this video's getting too long. Like I don't know. Like, let me just see if I can get in here, find like the fucking logging stand, and then the next video we'll like talk to more people. It's just hard, you know. It's just hard when there's like so much to do, and I'm trying to keep like a good pace, and I want to include all the dialogue, but.
Die!
Oh my god. She's so aggressive. Bro, it's just a little nug, bro. It's a little nugget. Ah. Oh my fucking god. Finally, dude. Thank you. A lot of Ramsey. Okay. Don't know why you're really walking here. I just killed like your whole family. But okay. Hello, I am here to refill your thingy. There you go. Huh? Yeah.
Nice work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice work with those supplies. The Smiths can use them to fit our troops with better gear. Might not affect you much, but our recruits will have better chances next time some monster flies out of a rift.
Yep.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Oh wow, that's like a lot. It's like a lot of shit. Okay, well I guess I should do this while I wait.
Let us begin.
Might as well use them, right? Black Emporium. Oh yeah, Black Emporium here. Oh my god. What the fuck did I do? New area unlocked. Oh my god. Okay, not now. Y'all, how the fuck am I gonna hard in Hardtown? Guys, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna edit this.
Let's see what we have.
Y'all, this is crazy. No, not that. What the fuck? Colin is so stupid with some of these things. I don't really want to use them for anything. Honestly, I can use him for that.
All right.
Hopefully he doesn't fuck that up. Let us scout the hitherland. Let's just, let's just leave it here for right now. Okay. Alright, so unfortunately, this video is way too fucking long. And I apologize. I've tried so hard to cut a lot of this out. It originally was like 4 hours of recording, and I think most of it was just me collecting elf fruit and iron and looking for this fucking longing stand because I was too dumb to tell that it was literally on the map as the quest marker because I forgot how to play for some reason. Regardless, I apologize for that. I am hoping the remainder of videos will just stick to an hour or less. I just couldn't bring myself to cut any part of this video and save it for the next video because they were just so intertwined together, and a lot of it was dialogue, and I apologize if that's like annoying and not entertaining. I will try in the future, like the more that I record playthroughs, the better I'll be at like commentary during dialogue. It's just like I don't want to interrupt them, like I ain't a rude bitch. But I might have to be for this game because holy shit, these bitches talk so much, like crazy amount, which I love. I love it. But, it's just like a little hard for me to edit. So that being said, just as kind of a guide to what we have to do, so I explored most of Haven. I think I talked to pretty much everybody. I just had to go back and talk to maybe a couple people, like only the important people, obviously. Cullen for sure, maybe double check with Varric and Solus, but I think other than that, we're pretty good on that front. I think the quests are pretty good. I'm not sure, as far as I'm aware, there's like nothing else for right now that I have to do here. So the next video we will go to the Hitherlands and we'll just see from there. And thank you for watching as always. I'm sorry again for such a long video. Thank you if you watched it all. Hopefully it wasn't so boring, and